Hello friends. In the video we will talk about Chinese New Year according to Chinese calendar and about that how Lo Shu looks like. This is magic square. So we'll talk about magic square for this year, which Feng Shui use. And we will also say who will be very lucky or who will not be that lucky, as Chinese always talk about, and how generally energy manifests this year according to Chinese calendar. Or to say Chinese astrology, partly Chinese numerology. So this is the year of water rabbit, and it begins from January 22nd and it lasts until the 5th of February. I mean the celebration, but the whole year lasts from the 22nd of 2023 and until the 9th of February 2024. Everyone who celebrates Chinese New Year will have a lot of rituals in the next 10 days. I'm not going to describe them as they are not really part of our culture, but let's say that on the 5th of February is going to be Lantern Festival when they will lit the lanterns and people will also watch Dragon Dance, Dragon Kids, which is especially nice festival in China and everywhere where people celebrate this new year. So this is the year or black, or to say blue rabbit, because the dominant element is water and these are the colors of water element. The years of rabbit were 1927, 39, 51, 63, 75, 87, 99, 2011, and now 2023. And later also will be 2035, the year of rabbit. So each 12 years is the year of rabbit. If you were born in one of those years, then you are a rabbit. Just be careful. Those who were born in January of that mentioned year, maybe they belong most probably to the previous year sign. So those people who were born in the year of rabbit, they will now have very important year. Always when new 12-year cycle starts, according to Chinese calendar, something can happen. You know, this is like period between. So it's very sensitive period, and that's why Chinese wear amulets and they try somehow to protect themselves. Often they wear like jade jewelry or some red jewelry or some red symbols on them in order to protect themselves and in order to bring good luck for the next 12 years. So the last time was the combination of the rabbit and the element water in 1963. So now those people who were born in 1963, they experience the end of one 60-year cycle and they will be able to complete one big life phase and maybe to see what did they accomplished until now. Those rabbits should take care of their health and avoid this year extreme situations, especially those people who were born in 1963. The luckiest people, as Chinese say, will be those who are born in the year of ox, tiger, and snake. But snakes will have some challenges. And also will be quite lucky those who were born in the years of horse, sheep, dog, and pig. Challenges will have, a lot of challenges will have people born in the year of rooster and monkey year. And other signs are more or less neutral. But this is very general. Of course, we have to make a horoscope for each person to see what is happening. It functions the same as like in Western astrology, but if we speak in general, then it is so. So the year of the rabbit, the 2023 year in Xia Chinese calendar, is symbolized with two Chinese characters. This is yin water that is sitting on the top of the rabbit, which is itself a wood element. So since the water gives wood in this radiant cycle of elements, then this combination promises quite a harmonious year. Last year was also quite harmonious. It had good combination. But last year was the Yang year, and this is Yin, so this is like quieter year. And last year was the year of Tiger, and Tiger always brings some fights and some unexpected events and so. While this is the year of Rabbit, so it could be calmer. Of course, nothing in our reality promises the same as the Chinese calendar, because the reality where we live now is very combative. However, it is quite possible that the year of Yin Water Rabbit will calm down tensions during this year, at least a little bit. You may remember that I talked about the year 23 in my last video. The name of the video is Search of Land, Judgment of Paris Again, and the Power of People. And in this video, I mentioned that now this year we will have new eclipses on the axis of Libra and Aries signs, and that people will talk of war and also about peace, where if there is a war, there is a peace, which is symbolized with Libra and Aries. And we said in that video that the most intense period will be April 2023, when will the most intense eclipse in Aries happen, and after that, in summer or in autumn, negotiations are possible, and maybe people will more talk about peace, but we will see. It is really it's not easy time. So the Chinese calendar has this 60-year cycle, which means that the same Yin Water Rabbit year happened in 1963. That was the year when the danger of developing of nuclear weapons was recognized by many, of course, and in that year, in August, America, Great Britain, and Soviet Union signed the Partial Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. So this was like that step towards peace. But also the same year, John Kennedy was assassinated, which is one of the most significant events in the last century, and a very dangerous one because it changed completely the situation not only in America but in the whole world. So as you see, it's not there were also many other assassinations and very, very unpleasant things that were happening that year. So I want to say just that this Yin Rabbit year can bring some peace, but does not mean that it is going to be very quiet. And of course, everything depends on other things. Other things are also, for example, horoscope for the year 2023. So, according to Chinese calculations, horoscope for the year 2023 contains a lot of element of fire and wood. That means that this is going to be a year for the fight for prestige and success, because wood and fire are about that prestige, sex, not sex, success. The sex will also be mentioned later. You will see success or desire to be known, to be somewhere on the top, to reach more than others, and so on. This is the combination of these two elements. So the horoscope contains a little water, also a lot of wood, a lot of fire, little water, and this little water there, not enough water, let's to say, means that very, very small group of people is working for the benefit of others, while others are not cooperating. They are maybe selfish and want to reach some success for themselves. Furthermore, metal and earth are completely missing, which is trouble in Chinese philosophy, because Chinese are not happy when they see a lot of metal, a lot of fire, a lot of success. That would be the same as Chinese doctor would say, oh, your heart works very fast and it's very strong and it's very dominant. No, they don't want that. They want the harmony. So all organs in the body should function well. It is not that one organ should function excellently. No, all organs should function in a way that they create harmonious body, and that we can apply the same philosophy in everything. So if we have in this year a lot of fire or a lot of wood element, it means that something is completely missing, and this is metal and earth, so it's not harmonious year. And when metal and earth are completely missing, it means that there is no authority because of missing metal, and there are no stable leaders because earth is missing. Earth gives stability. So this basically means that many chances for growth, which fire and wood bring, will be wasted, Not for everybody, of course, but maybe for many. And of course, this can be also good for all of us, because if those evil people who are creating evil in the world, if they lose their chances, then fantastic, yeah. But we just don't know how exactly would that be. But it's possible that many will not regret that somebody lost his chance. It can be understood in this way also. The magic square for this year that Feng Shuiists use, and they call Lo Shu, is not that challenging. And now we come to that sex subject, as I already mentioned. Because in the middle of the magic square, the star that they call the star number 4, I'm talking about according to the school of flying stars, which Feng Shuiists use and apply in the magic square. So the star number 4 flies into the middle sector. This is the 5th sector, the 5th one, in the middle. And it's usually very important which star is in the middle because it reflects into all other sectors. So it basically means that this year will bring success for those who are students or everybody who likes to study and to learn new things. And it's also quite a good year for love, relationship, and romance. But it is possible that there are going to be many sexual scandals, and some of them can be like just sexual scandals, but some can be very, very unpleasant because maybe people will hear about awful things that are happening, that are happening simply in our world, sexual scandals of all types. So if students and people who work together, so those who study and those who work together or want to establish a new relationship, if these people want to improve their lives, they should put in the middle of their house or their office something that symbolizes cooperation or connections or relationship. Or those who especially want to attract love luck should put in the middle sector of their place peonies, because peonies are symbol of love in Chinese philosophy, not roses. Further, lucky directions this year are south, southwest, west, and north. So Chinese will really try to travel to those directions, but of course always depends on personal horoscope, how beneficial for somebody can be. And also this applies in magic square, so it means in our living area, in our homes or offices, we should also try to stay as much as possible in these sectors, south, southwest, west, and north. We should sleep there and gather like with friends and family members, and a job we should have there our working table if we have one. And we should avoid, if possible, east, southeast, northwest, and northeast. If the door of your home or your office is located in one of those problematic areas, Chinese simply say avoid them, and they really have usually at least 2 doors or maybe even sometimes more that they can enter into their house from different directions. But of course, many people cannot change that. So try to clean the area around your main door and try to lubricate it, not to squeeze, and remove everything that you have around, because if you have many things around your main door, that means that you have obstacles when you are going into the world. So try not to have that. Also for Feng Shui, it is very important that the year 2023 is the last year of the rule of the number 8. Number 8 was the dominant number in the previous 20 years. which was for Chinese, those years were years of prosperity, enormous prosperity, especially material. And they're, of course, mainly concerned about material things in life and the health. That's what they mainly speak about. So on the 4th of February 2024, it is the end of number 8. This is the last year to maybe gain wealth or things like that. And then it comes the period of 20 years, which is the period of number 9. And number 9 is future prosperity. So it will be the time to think about that, what can bring future and how to invest for the future. So Chinese really calculate a lot based on the vibrations of numbers, and they all do that, their government and everybody. And they know that next 20 years, energy shifts, and that will bring significant changes in prosperous locations. So they will invest in different places than now. And they know that there are going to be changes in social, economic, cultural tendencies also. They speak about that and they write about that already, many Chinese astrologists also. So this year, one should take care also of liver because it's the year of wood, and eat fresh vegetable and green leaves. The lucky colors are green and red, so no black and white. Be careful about that. If some supports a lot of black and blue, it means that they will maybe have fears, while if they wear or they have around red and green, it means they will bring success into their lives. Of course, they should not bring too much success. Everything has to be harmonized, as I said. The luckiest symbol this year is the rabbit, of course. The rabbit will be everywhere on the east, on many objects, and so. Let's say a few words about people who were born in the year of water rabbit. These people are more sensitive than other rabbits. They seek peace more than others, and they often withdraw from life. They need peace for themselves. If they live in a tense situation, then their health is at risk. Otherwise, they often agree to live in according to the dictate of somebody else. So they often have somebody who is telling them what to do and how to do, and they accept it. But they have a lot of friends because they know how to share their happiness with others. For this type of rabbit, it's very good to meditate and to learn various spiritual techniques, which would help them to be calmer inside and to suppress other people's influences, maybe, by calming themselves. I learned from one Chinese astrologer who writes on the internet that Chinese say that something very big can happen in the coming years. There are ancient prophecies, and they predict great changes will occur in China when the black rabbit enters the green dragon's lair. This is recorded in the book of mysterious prophecies of the Tang dynasty. So the year 2023 is that year of water rabbit, which is black rabbit, because water is black color, and the year 2024 is the year of wooden dragon, which is that green dragon. So something significant can happen in China between 2023 and 2024. Also, ancient Chinese scholars believe in the saying that there is this saying, red goat disaster, or red sheep disaster, depends how we translate the name of that animal, which is the symbol of one zodiac sign in China. So either they say sheep or goat. This is one sign in Chinese astrology. And the year of fire horse and fire goat, that can possibly bring some disaster and turbulences, are going to be year 2026 and 2027. So Chinese expect quite big things to happen to them. They like green dragon very much, but they are also very afraid of it. Also, they say that in the year 1126, which is far history, which was the year of red horse, the Song dynasty was invaded by Yin dynasty, and the Sung emperors were captured and held as hostages. And I also know that in the year 1966, which was the year of Red Horse, Chinese Cultural Revolution began. What to say that in that Chinese Red Revolution, everything was red. It was the red horse, red books, red scarves, everything red, and Mao was the red, and everything was happening through that red color. And history repeats, so we can really expect something interesting happening. And you see now from Chinese calendar, this period from 2023 to 2027 is very significant and repeats period from 1963 to 1967. What happened in the world in the last century in this period, you can study yourself. You will see it was very turbulent. And I also talk about that in many of my videos, that in those years actually is going to happen that big change. We are preparing for that since 2020. And it will end in 2026 according to our astrology, and you see that we are approximately talking about the same things as Chinese astrology and Chinese prophecies. So let's see what will happen. That's all for now that I wanted to tell you about Chinese New Year. You will find all of the contacts and recommended video under this video on YouTube. Feel free to schedule personal consultations with me if you wish. I work with Feng shui and astropsychology and spiritual astrology. I also developed a new method based on that what I learned before and based on my work with my clients in previous years. This my method has a name, the change of the code, the change of the perception. If you want to see what is that about, you can find it on my web pages. The name of those web pages is symbolicthinking.net. Click on the section services, and there you will see change of code and you will see what is that about. So if you wish to have consultations based on that changes of codes, you can of course order that consultations. If you like the video, like it, please share this video, please subscribe to my channel, and thank you very much for that in advance. Now let me wish you happy Chinese New Year. I wish you a lot of joy and happiness. I wish you good health, and as Chinese say, 新年快乐，身体健康, and see you soon.